Okay, is it better now? Please, is it better now? Great! Yay! Thank God. Thank God. Sorry for that glitch. Yes. We are back on. Beautiful, beautiful. Sorry for that short glitch. Short glitch. So yeah, please, if you can hear me now, all the odds are in our favor. Please share the link. Share it. Copy and share. When you're done, put in the chat section done. Put in the chat section done. If you can hear me. Yeah, I like the excitement from Olivia. Okay, I want you to copy the link and share it on your WhatsApp status and drop in the chat section done. Okay, so you're all welcome once again, and I'm Dr. Benessa Juman Prempe, and as you can see, my cheeks are getting so big tonight because I'm super excited about this evening's conversation. Like, I've actually been anticipating this conversation. Grace, Nana Jan says done. Jessie says done. Can I get some more? So yes, I'm super excited about this evening's conversation because last week was a starter and it was a great starter, and I can't wait for us to have this discussion this evening. If you were here with us last week, I want you to drop in the chat section. Let me know you are here with us. Let me see our returning viewers and listeners and our newbies as well. Let me see those who are our returning viewers and those who are joining today for the first time, so that I know we are all on board. If today's your first time, just drop first. If you were here last week, just drop I was here last week, so that I know we're on board. Okay, and for those of you who are on our WhatsApp page, we actually spotlit if I should put it that way, our top 30 commenters. So I want all of you to be active tonight and share. Okay, Aki says he was here at the latter part. I see Jesse says he was also here last week. Pavel says it's his first time. You're welcome. Benedict, okay, was also here with us. Priscilla says first time. Jesse says we're back again. Yes. Olivia says I was here some. Laurentia was here with us last week. Yeah, Priscilla's first time. Rema's first time. Amazing. So we drop, the more comments you are dropping, the more engagements, the more it gets to be part of our top 30 comments. And our top commenter last week actually got a very special gift. So who knows what might come for you. So last week's conversation was amazing. Personally, I have listened to it twice and I know that it had very great insights. So if you haven't listened, just make sure you check it out. That's just the live stream events right before this. And this conversation came about because I wanted a lot of people to realize the essence, the importance, and how delicate LinkedIn, how important LinkedIn is. You know, we addressed a lot of misconceptions last week, so I'm not going to reiterate that same thing, but it's super important that we get to realize that we are in a day and age where you cannot afford not to be on LinkedIn. Are you following? You just cannot afford not to be on LinkedIn. You have to be on LinkedIn. You must be on LinkedIn. And when I say you have to be on LinkedIn, I'm not just speaking to the professionals, I'm even speaking to the students alike. Okay, so it's so important that you rightly position yourself and rightly place your work, your skills, and everything that you have and everything you have to offer the world on the platform of LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one of the world's most professional platform, but its professionalism is not because it doesn't give room for other people in other sectors or students, but it's because of the arena or the pool of networking that you get to interact with when you are on LinkedIn. So last week we mentioned some incredible things and we said that today we are going to be measuring more on visibility, positioning, and networking. So I call it the VPN model. So drop in the chat section VPN. This evening we are going to learn about visibility, going to learn about positioning, we are going to learn about networking. Visibility, positioning, networking. Those are the three major things we are going to be learning about this evening. And why am I going by this trajectory that we're learning about this VPN model? Because in as much as it's important that you're on LinkedIn, it's not just enough to have an account. It's not just enough to exist on the platform, right? You have to be able to benefit maximally from the platform. And the very key foundational things that you need to be able to benefit from the platform is you having the right visibility, you positioning yourself, and also having the right networking system. That's what can get you a lot of opportunities, a lot of offers if you want to exist on LinkedIn, and most importantly, make a mark on LinkedIn. So that's why we are having this free session for every single person. All I need is your attention in the next hour. And most importantly, as you're having this session, I want you to be jotting down actionable steps that you intend to take right after this session. Who is ready to dig some gold tonight? Who is ready? Who is ready? Who is ready? Who is ready to do some digging? Helma Wogu said that LinkedIn is a gold mine, and today I am here to show you how to dig out that gold. There are strategies, there are steps, there are ways. You don't have to struggle like some of us have struggled. You know, some of us have struggled so that it can be easier for you. Some of us have gone through a lot so that it can be easier for you. So who's ready with their shovel? Who's ready with their excavators to do some deep digging, to dig out some gold, to dig out some refinery in the inside of you that can help you position yourself, that 6 months from now you're not going to just open LinkedIn as a mere social media platform. When I open LinkedIn now, it's not just because it's like any other social media platform. That is my platform of impact. That's my platform of rediscovery. So tonight we are going to dig. We are going to dig, and we are going to dig great gold that can set us up. Are you ready with your pens? So, as we said, we are going to look at this model: visibility, positioning, and networking on LinkedIn. Last week I said something that there's actually a lot to know about LinkedIn, but I'm giving you the very things that are so key and so important for you to know when you are starting up. You don't need thousands and millions of followers for you to be able to start setting yourself up on LinkedIn. And I gave you my testimony concerning that last week. What you need is the right visibility, the right position, coupled with the right network to be able to set you up on track. If you really desire to gain opportunities, you desire to gain offers on LinkedIn, it starts right from this VPN model that I'm about to introduce to you tonight. And we are going to take the very first V, which is visibility. Drop in the chat visibility. Visibility. Now, whilst we are having this call right now, you are able to see me, right? If I were hidden behind the scenes, you wouldn't have appreciated my voice or my work or what I'm doing. It's you seeing me that gives you the opportunity to relate and have this interaction with me. Now, one of the avenues or one of the opportunities and one of the gifts that LinkedIn gives you is visibility. You showing up on the platform alone is step one of your visibility. So don't say that because you have an account, everything is fixed, everything is settled. Showing up on the platform is your very first step. But what you do on the platform subsequently will determine if your work is visible to the right audience or not. Now, I want to talk about why it is so important for people to see what you are doing. Last week I said something that value hidden is value what? Let me see if I have some last weekers here. Value hidden is what? Anyone? I'll see if you remember what I shared last week. Value hidden anyone, let me see if someone remembers what we learned last week. Value hidden so last week we said something about that. Value hidden is value ignored. Value hidden is value ignored. No matter how good you are at what you are doing, if people do not see you do it, you are not going to actually show off, or you're not going to actually put it out there for the world to see and acknowledge you for it. If you are doing something amazing and you are not putting it out there, nobody is actually going to affiliate you to that cause. So if you hide your value, people are going to ignore that value. Now, there is a very profound scripture that we are going to highlight today. And even though a lot of people overlook this, it carries a very great weight as to why we need to have the right visibility. I want someone to share in the chat section this scripture for all of us to be able to learn from it this evening. Verses 4. If I can get it in the ERV version or the message version. Yes. You are wondering why we are talking about LinkedIn visibility and I'm going to the scriptures. I'm going to show something so profound and remarkable to you. John chapter 7 verses 4. If anybody can put that up in the chat section, I'll be so glad. But I'm going to start reading. It says something that Jesus' brother said to him, why don't you go up to the feast so that your disciples can have a good look at what you do? No one who intends to build publicly, who intends to be publicly known, does everything behind the scenes. No one who intends to be publicly known does everything behind the scenes. Did you get that? No one who intends to be publicly known does everything behind the scenes. This is the message version. If somebody can put it in the chat section, that would be amazing. Can I get it in the message and the ERV version? Message and ERV version in the chat section. Message and ERV version. Message and ERV version. So I have some versions and I'm going to read it. Just make sure that it said, for there is no man that doeth anything in secret, and he himself seeketh to be known openly. Did you catch that? It said that there is no man. Are you a man? Woman? We are. This is not just about the gender piece. It's just addressing the generic state of who a man is existing in this earth. It says that there is no man, and you are not going to be the exception. You cannot be the exception. There is no man that doeth anything in the secret, and he himself seeketh to be known openly. So that means if you want to be known openly, you have to put out your work out in the open. Doing it solely 100% in secret means you are choosing invisibility. I'm not saying that project every single thing on social media. I said something profound last week. There is a system for what you have to share, but you cannot put everything that you are doing, keep hiding it in your corner. If you are making the best beaded bags, if you are making the best shampoo, the best shoes, and it's just in your room, how do you expect people to walk from where they are and enter your room to come and buy? Or you are going to wait till probably God shows them a revelation that this is what you are doing and they will come and buy. What about you take that same skill and you put it on your WhatsApp status? You put it on social media, any of the other social media platforms. There is no man who doeth anything in secret, and he himself seeketh to be known openly. So he asks us that if you do these things, then show yourself to the world. I like the version Jesus also shared. It said, for no one does anything in secret while he himself seeks to be known openly. So that is why you have to contend. You see, visibility is not something we have to overly strive for. It is our mandate. It is something that God has inherently given unto us. He says, be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth, subdue it, put it under your control, take dominion. That didn't sound like a mediocre life. It didn't sound like a small life. It didn't sound like that hidden life you want to go about. It didn't sound like that at all. Are you following? Because if God called us to a very small life, then what? He said, be light to the world. Light shines. Light shows off. Light comes out. There is no way there will be light somewhere and you won't see there will be light. Can it ever happen that there's light in a room and you won't notice the light? So yes, you are supposed to be noticed. It has already been given in your DNA for you to be noticed. But all that we are saying is that you need the right platform for what you are doing to be noticed. And you need the courage to step out of hiding and say that it is time for you to put your work out there. For no man who doeth anything in secret, and he himself seeketh to be known in the public. So ERV, Jesse shared the ERV, thank you so much. I said that if you want to be well known, you must not hide what you do. I want to put in the chat, I will not hide what I do. I will not hide what I do. Said if you want to be well known, none of you here want to be well known. You want the world to know you. You see, we seeking for people to know us. Visibility is not just to be seen, it's to be remembered. And not just to be remembered, but to be unforgettably remembered. That people will remember you years and decades and days and months ahead. So it's not just about showing off. What I am talking to you about that LinkedIn offers you is not just showing off. We are saying that we want people to remember your works. We want people to remember what you carry. We want people to remember the beautiful things you are doing in your room. When nobody is seeing, when nobody is watching, we want you to carry those amazing ideas and project them to the world. It's not just about being seen, it's about being remembered. But for you to be remembered, you first have to be seen. If I do not see you, how would I remember you? It's because you are seeing me right now on your screens. You're going to go back and remember the things I said. But if you had never seen me, you would have never remembered. So he says that if you want to be well known, my people, you must not hide what you do. You must not hide what you do. Hiding what you do is actually not a crime to just yourself, but to all those whose destinies are tied to yours. And this is not just a motivational talk I'm giving here. It is real and it's of essence that you understand that the survival and the light of others are connected to your light. In your light, others are meant to see light. In your experiences, others are meant to find relief. In your joy, others are meant to be taking off their sorrow. In your light, they will see light. So if you want to be well known, you must come out of hiding from today. Your hiding serves no one. It doesn't serve you. Invisibility doesn't pay anybody unless it's a superpower. But you have to show up with what you do. So he said that if you do such amazing things, I love this version so much. If you do such amazing things, some of you believe you are doing amazing things already. Let me tell you, what you are doing is mind-blowing. What you are doing there's nothing small about your life. There is nothing small. Those of you who have been saying that my business is small, drop that. There's nothing like small business. Do you know who has started the business? It is you. You carry in yourself these ideas that years from now is going to be groundbreaking. There is nothing small about your business. Even if it's an online business, it is not a small business. Drop that word small. When you begin to attach some of these adjectives, you are killing the very spirit and survivability of your own business. If you want to be well known, you must not hide what you do. So if you can do such amazing things, let the whole world see you do them. Let the whole world see you. And which other platform am I here to advocate for than a platform that has over 1.2 billion users, almost a fifth of the world's population? Get out there and let us see what you are doing. Said no one who intends to be publicly known does everything behind the scenes. Yes, we have behind the scenes, but we also have to see you after the behind the scenes. The scenes is not going to be there forever. You have to begin to show up. It ends by saying, if you are serious about what you are doing, come out in the open and show it to the world. Come out in the open and show it to the world. Are you following? Are you following somebody? Yes. Larisha says, I am out. You need to come out of hiding. I am telling you that a certain post you can make on LinkedIn can be the life changer for you. It can just be the life changer for you. You need to start dropping. Yes, say drop that word small. Drop that word small because you carry something. You already carry that ability to harness a lot of potentials. You just need the right skill to be able to bring it out. You are a city set on the hill. So for you to be visible, and visibility on LinkedIn, as I said, for you to be seen, for you to be remembered, you first have to be seen. So you first have to show up on the platform. You first have to create your account. You have to create your account, else if you do not create your account, people will not even know you are there. Now, after creating your account, it just doesn't end there. You have to make sure that you are showing up in the right places at the right time on the platform, right? But you cannot show up just anyhow, because you are a person of excellence. So anytime you step on the platform, you have to exude excellence. Don't just go on the platform and just be posting anything. You go on LinkedIn, you just post anything at all, any selfie, any random post. No. Everything you are doing must be geared towards what you want your audience to benefit from. Else, if people come to your profile right now and they don't see anything suggestive of what you are doing, how do you intend for them to reach out to you for the opportunities that you are looking for? You are not going to get those opportunities. So showing up, make sure that you show up well. I'm not saying that you need to have everything figured out, but at least the very basics you need to show up. You have to be able to put all those things together, and it starts right from your profile. That's where it starts from. It starts from your profile. So what should you do? First, make sure that you optimize your profile picture, right? Have a very clear profile picture. Have a very good headline. Your about section has to be nicely filled. Anytime you start to post, and you see, the more you are showing up, the more people get to affiliate you with one thing or the other. If you show up once a week, who is going to remember you? Mind you, there are a lot of people posting day in and day out on the platform. So you have to decide to show up much more often. For example, if right now I ask you, do you have any friend who sells perfumes? The first person who's going to come into your mind is the person who has been posting on probably their WhatsApp status regularly, isn't it? You may not remember the person who posts once in a while. The first person who will come into your mind is the person who has always been posting about their perfumes. So you have to keep showing up. And when I say showing up on LinkedIn in consistency doesn't mean showing up every day. Are you following? Consistency on LinkedIn doesn't mean show up every single day. But you have to make sure that anytime you are showing up, it's not just consistency in terms of the quantity, but consistency in your quality. Did you catch that? You don't just, the consistency is not just in the quantity, but also in the what? The quality. So you must be consistent in your message. It's not that today you're talking about this, tomorrow that, tomorrow this, tomorrow that. So you have to make sure that your message is clear. I'm not saying you are not allowed to evolve. You are allowed to evolve, but you make sure that whatever message that you are putting out there, if there's some level of consistency in it. You are not inconsistent with your message. That's how you get to grow. So even if you are talking about something else, you are evolving from where you started from. So that is the consistency. And the consistency, the reason why I said that, I tell people that just once a week and you never show up, personally, I wouldn't advise that. At least you can look up, showing up 3 times a week is not bad. Even for a start, you can do 2, but at least 3 to 5 times a week is a good level of pace for you to show up on the platform. Because day in and day out, a lot of posts are coming and flooding. So yours must also be seen regularly on the feed of other people. Please, I hope you are following. Your post must be seen regularly on the feed of other people. If you're just posting once a week, and even if you're doing once a week, and maybe you post on Monday, we don't see you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday till the next Monday. No. Even if you are posting 3 times a week, on the days you are not posting, you must be on the platform. What do I say by being on the platform? You have to be there to support other people. You have to be engaging the posts of other people. You have to be commenting. People do not realize that commenting on LinkedIn is like your mini posts. So even on days you are not posting, your comments still registers your presence on the platform. Please, you get it. So yes, it may sound like a lot of work, but anything worth doing requires effort. Anything worth doing in this life requires effort. You cannot sit at the comfort of your home and expect to do great things. You need to stretch yourself, right? Right now, for those who are in school and probably have completed, you didn't get your certificate because you were always lying in your room, not going to class, not even going to write your exam. Like the day they sent you to the school, you were lying on your bed till the final day, you got up and went for your certificate. Do you know anybody like that? No. For you to have gotten a certificate, even days you were sick, you went for class. Even those who were tired, we went for class. Exam period, you were in pain, we went to write the exam because you knew that without the exam you will not be granted your certificate. That's the same thing. That is the same thing. You have to make sure that you are showing up. And if you just show up on days you feel like it, then opportunities will also come on the days you do not feel like it. And it's not like I'm laying any negative thing. It is true. You may never know when opportunities will decide to rear its head and knock on your door. And if it knocks on your door that day and you do not answer, yes, opportunities are not always ones, but sometimes by the time another one comes to you, it would have taken more time than before. It would have taken more time than before. I'm telling you for a fact. I believe in second chances, but sometimes before that second chance comes, it might have cost you a lot of things, a lot of time, a lot of extra work that could have been saved for other things. I hope you are following. So you need to be consistent. You need to be consistency is not just a day's action, it's the daily action. Did you get that? It's not a day's action and you go and sleep. It's the daily action. Daily action is not daily posting, but that even on days you are not posting, you are there still commenting, still engaging on the posts of others. And when I talk about commenting on the posts of others, it is not just you just dropping these generic messages on the posts of people. No, it's not those generic messages. You have to make sure that anytime that you are dropping comments, they are healthy comments. Let me share this testimony with you. I like to give practical insights here. I got the opportunity to work with a specialist at a teaching hospital because of a comment I dropped on her post. Listen, it wasn't because of the number of followers I have. I have 23,000 plus. I'm almost at 24. It wasn't because of the number of followers. It wasn't because I was the most beautiful on the platform or anything. It was because of a comment I dropped on her page. So she made a post and I dropped the comment. I was like, oh, this is a very great initiative and I would love to contribute, like support with that initiative. That was all. I thought it was a comment she would never see. Then later, one message after another, I finally got in touch with her in her DMs and we started talking, and it gave me the opportunity to manage their social media page, be a volunteer to be able to contribute to amazing projects that they were doing. For those of you who know the stroke thrombolysis project at CAF, so we're having trainings for students and I was part of that team. Do you know why I got the opportunity? Not because I prayed 10 hours for it. I'm a Christian, right? I'm sharing things, biblical principles here with you, but it was because of a comment that I dropped. So treat your comments like mini posts. Don't ignore it. Even on days you cannot post, drop your comments. I can give countless. Let me share this other testimony. LinkedIn. So the same thing happened to me. A specialist, she's a public health specialist, right? I've been seeing her on LinkedIn. Like, I really admire her. I'm blushing with this because this was one testimony I never expected. I'm telling you, I never expected. So she made a post and I commented. So that time she was in the region where I was working at last year. So I commented that, oh, I would love to meet her. I would love to interact with her. That is what I dropped though. They were just like, oh, why not? So we got into the DMs on LinkedIn. Finally, I got her contact. We started talking on WhatsApp, started talking on phone. And my people, should I tell you something? This specialist drove all the way to my workplace. She drove all the way to I made a post about this on LinkedIn. I made a post, so it's not like I'm even tearing up right now. I made a post about this on LinkedIn, so it's not like I am scamming you people. Like, this is my integrity on the line. So she drove all the way to my workplace to come and see me. Like, we sat down, we talked, she shared her life testimonies, like she also shared some of my plans with her. Like, we talked for over 30 minutes. And she was traveling that day, my people. She was traveling that day. But she came all the way. She didn't even say I should come and see her. She came all the way to come and see me at my workplace. I remember that there was an emergency and I was told that I didn't, like, how? I don't know what to say right now. Are you getting me? Start on LinkedIn. My people, start on LinkedIn. Like, imagine if I had texted on some of these other platforms. How then imagine the how long it would have taken for me to even get a reply from her. You know, right? Because some of these people, they are super busy. They are so busy. But just by a comment, it wasn't even a post. I didn't make a post. Some of you are looking for jobs on LinkedIn. You think it's only when you make a post that you want a job, that's how you get a job. No. She came, I sat, I spoke with her, and to date I'm in contact with her. Like, I can literally pick my phone and say, I want to call this doctor. Somebody who was once a distant role model became somebody I could easily reach because of a comment. Because of a comment. And see, when I dropped the comment, I'm sure probably she went to check my profile and she saw that at least things are in place. Not like I've left my profile haphazardly. Things were in place. That's why it goes back to the very basics I was talking about. So you see, I want to use the word shun them. Shun those who say LinkedIn is too cringy and that people are using AI and people are what they say, they are telling lies. Tell your truth. If they are telling lies, tell your truth. People are able to fake something because there's a genuine thing. Nobody in Ghana can create let's say fake 3 cities, or you can't go to any other country and create a fake note they don't have the original for. People only create the fake because there is the original. So if you people think that people are faking it on LinkedIn, it's because there is the original and you must get the original. If people are faking their jobs, it's because people have got it. Because you can't come and talk about a job that nobody actually is in that job market, right? You can't come and talk about a job that nobody's in that job market. So if you people are telling lies, your story will be the truth. Your testimony, like if I also give the testimony about how commenting has changed a lot of things for me, you'll be surprised. So please show up with consistency. Show up as often as you can. Okay, don't just be focused. Last week I shared something spontaneously with all of you that I'm not just there for the likes, I'm there for the lives that are changed, that are transformed with your post. And that must be your focus. That must be what you are pursuing. That must be the goal of your visibility, right? That you are showing up with excellence and you are showing up the best way you can. I hope you are following at this point. Are you following? Are you following? Are you following? Make sure you invite someone to come now. Invite someone to come and let us all dine. We are digging. Are you digging? Have you found some gold already? Have you found some gold? Excellent. Okay, so I'm talking about you showing up, people seeing what you're doing. But let me tell you something. Spoiler alert, right? Spoiler alert. Visibility without strategy is just noise. Visibility without strategy is just noise. If you are visible and you don't have the right strategy, you are just making noise. You are just making noise. So in as much as I'm saying you must be visible, you must show up, you need to have the right strategies. Else, that's why some people complain that I have been on the platform for 2 years, for 3 years, I'm not gaining anything, because they do not know how to show up. And that is what I'm going to teach you next. That is what I'm going to teach you next. If you are visible but you don't have any strategy, you are just making noise. And you know what, people, nobody listens to noise. Nobody listens to noise. If you are playing a song and there's too much noise in the background, what do? You shut it down. So if you are being visible but you don't have the right strategy as to how to position your work, people will see your posts as noise. They will scroll past. People will see this, they will scroll past. So you need the right strategy. You need the right systems to be able to show up well, so that you do not just contribute to the noise, but you contribute to the right things. So for you to be able to show up with strategy to your visibility, you need a certain key that we call positioning. Positioning is what will convert your visibility to opportunity. Because visibility always precedes opportunity, right? Get this like fundamental. For you to get visibility precedes opportunity. If people do not see you do it, they can't give you the opportunity for you to do it. They must see you do it, so the visibility will precede your opportunity. but visibility with the right positioning will give you that opportunity you are looking for. So visibility plus right strategy is what we call positioning. Yes, so it's like positioning is how you can convert your visibility to opportunity, how you can convert you being showing up, because showing up is not easy. Being on LinkedIn is not easy. Like engaging before a post, engaging after a post, like you're spending time, you're exuding a lot of effort. You might as well get something good out of it. You understand? So positioning is what would actually bring that visibility for you to start gaining opportunity. Because see, I'm not going to sit here and lie or like water things down. Let me tell you, if you are not getting any opportunities from a platform, you're not getting any benefits, any profits, you're going to lose interest, isn't it? Let's be real. Let's be real. We are here talking about this because we believe that we can get certain opportunities, whether money, whatever it is, you can get something good out of it. You understand? So you have to be able to get something out of the platform, not just show up. Some of you have 1,000 followers, but you gain 0 cedis, $0. 10,000 followers, nothing. 100,000, nothing. There must be something that is showing for the growth, the years. I have been on LinkedIn for in the 8 months, almost 20 months now, 19 to 20 months now, right? I've been on LinkedIn for all this while, and I have testimonies, I have things to show. Your account must count. Right? Your account, it must begin to count because of all the effort and all the time you are spending on the platform. And that is the strength of positioning. So when we talk about positioning, what is positioning? Positioning is the intentional way that you define, you present, and you reinforce how people perceive you on the platform. So positioning is you defining how you show up on the platform. You are being visible, all right, but how you actually show up. So I said it's the intentional way you define, present, and reinforce how people perceive you and your value. That is positioning. Did you get it? So visibility is that you are seen, but positioning is what you are seen as, what you are known for, like your personal brand. Please, I hope you get the difference. I hope you get a difference. Do you get a difference? Yeah, so visibility is that you are being seen, but positioning, good, is what you are seen for. So it's not just to come on the platform and we see you. We want to know exactly what you are seen for. So visibility is like saying that, oh, I sell things, I sell this, I do that. But positioning gives more definition, more specificity to what you are selling. So positioning is saying that, oh, I don't just sell things. Maybe I sell pens, that's right in this way and that way. That is positioning. So visibility and being seen. But when you are being seen, what do people see you for? What do they affiliate you with? What do you represent? That is what we call positioning, right? And that is where, when you're able to clearly define what you represent, people are then going to affiliate you with one thing or the other. Then opportunities begin to flow from it. So some of you are here and you want people to start needing you, like calling you and giving you these positions, but you have to be known for something before you are needed for something, right? If you are not known for something, you cannot be needed for that particular thing. So you are known for its visibility, and as you put there exactly what you want to be known for, you begin to put that out there, and that is how you begin to position yourself. So positioning is all about the clarity. Is your I call it, there's something we call the positioning statement. So I'm going to show you how to define your positioning statement. Does that sound good? You need to define your positioning statement. Like when we see you, as why are you on LinkedIn? Like you have to have something, like, let me call it your objective, right? Your mission, your vision. It must be clear. If that is not clear enough, people will not know the opportunities to give you. People don't know the opportunities to give you if they don't know what to reach out to you for. They will not know the opportunities to give you. But if you have positioned yourself, your personal brand rightly, they know what to bring to you exactly. Okay, so there are certain questions you must ask yourself to finally define your positioning statement, and we are going to go through those questions. The first question you have to ask yourself is, what do you love doing? What do you love doing? What do you love talking about? Right? Don't force yourself to fit into the mold of someone else. Don't force yourself to fit into the mold of someone else. Talk about what you believe comes easily for you. Like what you love doing. I can literally talk about this all day. All day, all night. So you realize that if you do that, people feel the passion. But if right now you say I should talk about something unrelated to my field, I may not be able to talk about it that much. I can research about it and come and talk about it, but I cannot talk about it that much because it's not something that naturally flows. So for you to define your position, your personal brand, okay, as I said, your personal brand with the visibility is where the opportunities are coming from. I've already established that foundation. So we talk about visibility, and we say for personal brand, you first have to ask yourself, what do you love doing? What are some of the things that they come easily to you, the things that you can talk about, even if, let me even say, you are not paid for them. You can even talk about, you love to share about those things. This gives you an indication of what your niche is, what you should be talking about more often on LinkedIn. Okay, so don't go on LinkedIn and feel like, oh, I've realized that all those who are getting a lot of followers, they do motivational talk, so me too, I'm come to do motivational talk. You'll be motivating yourself. You'll be motivating yourself. Just if people are doing motivational talk, maybe that is what they love to talk about. You have to ask yourself, what do you love to talk about? And that's what you have to talk about more. So ask yourself, what do you love doing? You have to pay attention to your interests, to your passion, right? So the things that you want the world, you want to communicate to the world. Exactly. Do you be yourself? Like, don't fake it. Just be yourself and talk about the things that move you. Number 2, ask yourself, what are you good at, or your skills, your strengths that people even compliment you on. Some of you are here, people are always saying, hey, you can teach, oh, hey, you can write, oh, hey, you can sing, oh, hey, you can, like, you know how to market, so. And anytime they tell you, like, oh, stop. So every time people compliment you, oh, stop. Oh, stop. Oh, God is using them to show you your positioning. Right? Those compliments are not for nothing. Right? They are tools showing you how to exactly position your brand. They are showing you exactly what you should be talking about more often. So if you hear about them and you just sign them off, sometimes you'll be surprised that what people are saying you are good at, you may not have even noticed it. But immediately they say it, I'll be like, oh, okay. So that's the second thing you have to take note of, right? What are you good at, your skills, how people even compliment you on. And these are things I learned very early from my mentor. I was like, these things, they are very good. So always pay attention to. I remember once I even sent a survey to my friends, like very close friends of mine. I just asked them on WhatsApp. Some of them were like, hey, why are you asking? But I was like, oh, just let me know. I asked them, what do you think I am good at? Like, what are the things in working with you, like, I can do naturally? Some of the response were given, I even thought they were things I'm struggling with, though. But to people, they felt I was a master, like I was a pro at those things. As I told you, what you think you are at ground 10, people will help you for it because they are at ground 0. And see, and in life, let me tell you the secret. This is so secret. For you to be able to make impact over a sector of people and gain like access to their hearts, you don't need to know 100% of everything. No. You need to know 100%. Can you hear me? You don't need to know 100%. You just need to know more than the people you are actually seeking to impact. You need to know just more than, like, you need to be able to offer them something that they do not know. That is it. You don't need to know every single thing. So that is where you have to look at the things that, the skill that you see yourself to be at 20%, right? Somebody may be at 5%. So you have an advantage over there to teach the person who is at 5%. So look at yourself. What are you good at? What are your skills? What are your strengths? What people compliment you on? Write all those things down. Don't forgo them. Write them down. The next thing is that, what problem do you think you can solve? or what challenges do you see in your industry that you love to solve? Personally, for me, when I started LinkedIn, I was like, I'm not seeing a lot of people in my sector, like in the health sector on LinkedIn. That was one thing that moved me. That, oh, let me draw more people in my sector, the doctors, the nurses. Like, let me draw. And right now, you see a huge influx of doctors, but it wasn't like that years back. Okay, it wasn't like that years back. So it is what was actually what I saw as my problem, what I saw as the deficit in the system. That's what I began talking about. That's what I began preaching about, right? And now continuously I went, I was like, people on LinkedIn don't even know what the platform is about. Some people are out there, don't know what the platform is about. Let me begin to teach them. And that is why we're even here today. And that was has grown my audience to this point. Okay, so ask yourself, what are some of the problems that you think you can solve, right? You cannot solve every problem. You cannot solve every problem, but the problems that you think you can solve, make sure that you would actually pay attention to them and you solve them. I hope you are following. I hope you are following. Excellent. The last one is ask yourself, what can you be paid for? How can you turn your skills into solutions that can add value? And what results have you helped people to get, right? Ask yourself some of these questions. That what can you be paid for? What can you be paid for? Some of the things that you can look at, even some of the things that are your passions that you can even look at monetizing, right? So when you're able to put together this whole thing, what you love doing, your skills, your strengths, the problems you seek to solve, what you can even look at monetizing, or the results that you have even helped people to get, all these, when you sit down and actually put this down, you realize that you find a central point of what you want to start talking about. You may not clearly, some people may be able to clearly, like specifically define it, that's get your positioning statement. But even if you don't get that specific positioning statement, you can get at least an idea of what you want to be talking about more often. Then you start from there, right? I always say that clarity is always in the movement. Clarity is always in the movement. As you keep moving, it becomes clearer. You see, when you are in a car and you are on the road on a sunny day, right? You realize that ahead of you, you see this mirage. You feel like there's this pool of water. But as you get closer, you realize there's no water. That's how clarity is. So sometimes you may feel like, what do I want to talk about on LinkedIn? It feels so huge. I don't know what to do. You start. Start from some of the things I've mentioned. Start talking about some of the things you love doing. You love talking about. Start talking about some of the things that are your skills. As you start doing, you get to realize that it's not as difficult as I thought. There was no water. Like, you all know what a mirage is. Like, there was no water on the road. It's just a mirage, right? As you keep on doing it, but you will never know what to do, what not to do, if you are just in your room and you are still complaining about LinkedIn. It will never serve you. It will never serve anybody. My people, are you here? It will never serve anybody if you are just there and you are just stuck. You have to keep moving. That's how you get to define it. Some of the things I'm talking about now, even though they were my passion from the start, it got better as I continue. I never thought I'll be mentoring students when I started out on LinkedIn. But when I did mentorship in May 2024, and from now to last year, till then I've mentored over 400 people. We're supposed to do a class in September. But people have been, like today alone, I've received 3 DMs of people are saying that, please, can we do it earlier? Like, some of them really want to start. So I've really been thinking, let's see if probably we can do something this August. Because September is looking packed already. But you just have to start. As you keep starting, as you keep moving, it becomes clearer and you know exactly what to do. Are you getting something? Are we digging some more gold? So if you define all this, you realize that you define, a lot of people are scared when we talk about the concept of niche, because they feel like if I start talking about one thing, people will leave me,